Hey guys, this is Heather Powers, and this is the Grateful Girl blog number 2. I'm really excited to be able to share some things with you today. On this journey in the last year, I'm finding one of the most amazing, unexpected gifts is that when you make certain discoveries, the gift that it is to be able to share it with other people. As things are healed and transformed in your life, you have this amazing opportunity to pass this gift on, and you empty your cup and it gets filled back up, and you get more healing and more revelation and more understanding and all these things, and you're growing in leaps and bounds. And it hurts. It hurts so bad. Sometimes it feels like you're just not going to make it through, but the theme of my life in the last year is increasingly becoming more authentic and transparent in my relationships and in my life in general. Being in a spot and learning how to walk in my own authenticity internally, that it becomes okay for myself to no longer necessarily be selves that I am with a certain group or another group, but that there's one self, there's one truth, there's one authentic way to be. Part of that is shedding the need for approval from other people. We're not always going to agree on stuff, and that's okay. We can still have community and relationship and love each other through those differences and not see each other as us and them. But I want to share with you a little bit about this past year. When I first kind of started on this intentional journey of transformation, it became apparent to me very quickly that there were some things about myself that I needed to really look at, and that I needed to rethink about my own awareness of myself. The person that we are most likely to be inauthentic with is ourselves, and so we're able to keep that persona up with other people, that ego that we feel that people respond to. Sometimes we're offered this incredible opportunity that comes disguised as a crushing, whether it's through circumstances that are beyond our control or our failure and our own mistakes. But often they give us an opportunity, as Father Richard Rohr talks about, falling upward, where you get this sense that things have come in alignment together in order for you to go on a journey deeper into yourself and understanding who you are and whose you are and how you are made and how you are wired, what you are wired to be and do, where you are flawed, where you are struggling. None of these things are a surprise, but often I think we trick ourselves into thinking that we are concealing them well, and I think many times we're the only people that we're concealing them from. Those people around us can see right through it. The thing about this journey is that there's no way around it, and I think many of us, as I have in the past, you get up to the precipice of this what feels like a cliff at times, and you step back, because to go there is probably the deepest discomfort I've ever experienced in my life. In the beginning of this, it almost felt like I was wrestling God on a mat, but I knew that I wasn't going to settle for mediocrity. I wasn't going to settle for partial healing. I wasn't going to settle for struggle management. I wasn't going to settle until I began to see genuine inward to outward transformation, and that this authenticity and this vulnerability could carry over into my relationships and then was pour out on other people. The funny thing is I think we trick ourselves also into thinking that we're kind of alone in our struggle, and that nobody else has a struggle like we do, or ours is worse than anyone else's, and oh my gosh, what are people going to think if they found out? But you know what the funny thing is? Every single one of us, if we're honest, have that sense about our lives, that there are things that we can't share with other people. You don't have to share everything with every person, but here's the thing, is that when you understand the value of having someone in your life that you can be authentic and transparent with, what begins to happen is that those things come out into the open, and the dark is kind of dispelled from those rooms in your soul. you begin to want to live authentic and transparent with other people because you see that it has power to draw the same out of other people. This is what builds good community. When we can live this way with each other, whether or not we agree, but that love overrides those feelings of not understanding each other. We don't have to understand everything about each other. We're told to love each other. We can do that through authenticity and vulnerability with each other, and I think that goes a long way for a lot of different kinds of conversations that we need to have, whether they're political conversations, whether they're religious conversations. I think if we come to the table that way, we'd get pretty far. So this is Heather Powers, and I am a grateful girl, and I'm not going back.